You attract the things you give your attention to. So you've often heard that you are the accumulation or the average of the 5 people closest to you. And I think it makes a lot more sense that actually you are likely to become the average of the 5 people you compare yourself to if you give them your focus, right? And it's the biggest thing that I've noticed. People who obsess and stress over things that are not helping them, that's what they attract more of. And then the people I meet traveling all around the world, creating and building amazing things, put their focus and energy into the stuff that's actually making a difference for them, that help them increase the size of their business, meet more people, travel to new places. And it's the small things that everyone else sweats about, small things, that just don't take up that much time in your head, that you don't give that much attention, but you take the action anyway. So a prime example, we've just moved to Melbourne. A friend of ours turned up, and I think we'd been to visit, and we'd been here for 2 weeks. And he was shocked at how quickly we had found an apartment, moved in, got all of the furnished the majority of the place to make it livable. Now, it's not perfect. I'm sat where my desk is going to be. This is going to be a cool steampunked office, but it's not the priority right now to get this done. But it is a priority to have your life together so that you can focus on your business, on your sports, on your health, on your family, whatever it is. And so the things that need to be done, just do them. Stop putting them off. Put your energy where it needs to be, slam it and move on. Don't keep giving it the time of day by vacillating over decisions when they just need to be made. So there were so many situations with kitting out our apartment where there are toss-ups between this one or this one. Well, we have to think about money and all this sort of stuff. And it's like, well, at the end of the day, are we going to live in here for an extended period of time? Yes. Do we have the money right now physically to be able to buy this stuff? Yes. Okay. The earlier you get it, the longer a time you have to get the return on that spend. So it makes sense to just do it today. And so we took that approach with about half of the budget, right, of what we're going to spend on the whole place. But then it's given us the freedom to go out and do the other things that we need to do because we haven't wasted our time and effort on those things. And there are so many situations that I'm hearing of friends and family back home where we focus on the negative stuff, we focus on the hard things that we have to do, and then they take up so much mental effort and time. As an example, my mum had a situation with her little sea shack down by the coast in England where there was a flood, really unfortunate, the whole park is getting closed down, and they thought they were going to get nothing. Then we're told that maybe she would get a few £1,000s back, and for 2 years it has strung them along. And now she is still talking about it, saying, do I send these guys a letter for small claims court when I think they've gone into liquidation and la da da da. And we're talking about this. And this is the same conversation we've been having for 2 years. And so I had a look and I was like, if a company has gone into liquidation, they cannot go to court. So what you're doing here is you're wasting your time. And you might, if you win, okay, great. But the time and effort that you've put into this, if you had spent the time from the beginning, you say, okay, cool, it's gone by, and you'd gone and done some work or done something fun, you would have earned more than the money you were going to get anyway. And then she found another option of this company that is a no-win, no-fee company that will do the application for her, or she could go and pay another company up front to do it. And then I was like, well, considering the risks, do the no-win, no-fee, give it to them. They're probably going to be less invested, but let it go. Move on, focus on the things you want to do in your life. And I think that's so true. We can all learn from that and just putting our effort and attention to the areas we actually want to improve. You will attract where you place your attention. If you care about what you look like and you look in the mirror very regularly, you will notice things and change things. You will go to the gym more because you will fat shame yourself. right? You will wear nicer clothes, you will get that haircut, you will shave, you will do all of these things because you are checking in, and those checking in is a reminder to you that you are or are not doing the thing. And it's the same thing with the stuff that we find negative, with the problems. If you are constantly checking in and complaining and telling every person you meet about your problems, you're giving it more time, more energy, when you could be putting that, you could have just put it to bed and moved on and put your time and energy into things that you're excited and enthusiastic about, which will increase how much you enjoy your life, because other people around you will be inspired by what it is that you do and the time and effort that you give that, and they're shocked that you have so much time to do all this stuff because they're dealing with all their mundane problems that you've just, you've drawn the line in the sand and put them aside. And like, that's it. It makes life way more interesting, not just for you, but for everyone else around you. So give it a crack. And I'm not perfect. I 100% wallow in the stuff sometimes. And when I come to this realization that worrying, for the most part, means you will suffer twice. If the thing comes to fruition, you will have a problem then and you will have to deal with it. And if it does not, worrying now has just meant that you have gone through this effort and this stress for no reason. And the worst case, if it does come to pass, you've now doubled your negative experience of this. You were worrying and stressed and negative the entire time, then it actually happened and now you have to deal with it, right? So best case, you completely remove all the stress. More often than not, if it is actually a problem that's going to happen, you're only going to get half the stress. And if you do the worst case, you're getting double. So I know which one to pick. Just some thoughts for you today. Have a great one. Peace.